international flair, just for you, Hank.
But it's important to remember that the jazz. I mean, it is the American music, American classical music,
It's the
born
best
born and raised
in
here,
the
but
in the
almost
South.
immediately it was being picked up in Europe. I mean, the
Oh yeah,
Europeans loved it and started
it's
doing their own thing with
it's
it. So
international. Good music is,
it is. It is.
is loved the world over, and
Absolutely.
I can't think of another genre of music that is as popular everywhere around the world as you know jazz,
I agree.
especially classical jazz. And so, what do we have going on tomorrow around the station, Hank?
Yeah, I'm glad you
Fill us
asked.
in.
I'm glad you asked because tomorrow is the last day of our pledge drive. We did a 5-day pledge drive. We didn't want to beat you up too much with our pledge drive, but we did want to kind of test the waters, see who's listening, and to see what kind of support we could get. So tomorrow will be the last official day of our pledge drive. We're going to start the day with NPR's Weekend Edition at 8 to 9. Marcy Tanner's going to be here on the phones and to kind of provide general support. This is Dr. Tanner. And then a special guest is Dr. Janelle Barrett, head of the English department, and her mother, Georgette, from England, are going to be here as special guests on the show during the Weekend Edition.
Wonderful.
And Janelle is half English, half American. And depending on her mood, she's 51% English, 49% American, or 51% the other way around. It just depends on her mood.
Which side of the road does she drive on?
It depends on where that 51% falls, right? But they're going to come in the morning to kick off things, and then Car Talk, a great show,
Love
show,
Car
Click
Talk.
and Clack,
Click and Clack.
wonderful show at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And we have Dominique.
They're almost as famous as me.
That's right. They're working on it.
They're
right?
working on it.
We have Charles and Dominique Inge, wonderful supporters of Tarleton State University from Granbury. It's a lovely couple, and they've been instrumental in helping the Langdon Review of the Arts. We have a yearly festival in Granbury at the Langdon Center in September, and the Inges have made this possible for many years.
Now, isn't there with our like premium level donation? Isn't there like some kind of wine tasting or culinary class at the Langdon Center they're offering?
There is a couple of things we can say at the $40 membership level. If you call and pledge in, and call 254-968-9586, but at the $40 level, you have a choice of a Car Talk yellow tumbler. You could be the coolest person in your office with your Car Talk tumbler. It's Car Talk.
It also says, wait, don't tell me.
That's right. Car Talk on one side, wait on the other side. So have that awesome tumbler for $40. Is it just a gift to thank you for pledging your support? I believe the Barking Rocks, the 2 tickets to Barking Rocks wine tasting kicks in at the $100 level. That's one of the many gifts that come in at that level. And I think there's a 2 CD set of the Brandenburg Concertos.
I think that's at the $100 level, and even at the $60 level, you can get a certificate for Starbucks or Chick-fil-A.
That's right.
Plus, your mug or tumbler.
Absolutely. At the 150 level, they've got either the book version of 40 years of NPR or a 4 CD set of 40 years of NPR programming.
I saw that. That's a really awesome,
it is.
gift.
It is.
Well worth the $150.
I am coveting it, and I'm seeing how much I can really afford. I've pledged my support, but maybe I have to kick in some more because those are quite nice. And there's special gifts. Obviously, it's not about the gifts. It's about you telling us that you like what public radio stands for and that you want to support it. And you don't have to give us that much money. If it's $5 or $10, it lets us know that you're listening and you care, and we appreciate it. So please call in and pledge that. Let me quickly run at the 10 to 11. We have Wait, Don't Tell Me, follows Car Talk, and Dr. Gary Peer, the former vice president of academic affairs, is going to be on the show. Wonderful personality. I love listening to Dr. Peer talk, so he'll be on at that time. At 11 to 12 is Travel with Rick Steves, and Dr. Marilyn Robitaille from the International Office, and myself, Hank Jones, assistant director from the International Office, are going to be on during that program. And people are going to get tired. They've heard my voice every day this week. I'm sorry about that, but I love KTRL. I want to support it. And we have Radio Lab from 12 to 1, and I believe Sharon Alexander, who's one of our personalities here on campus, wonderful person who supports public radio, is going to be on at that time. So
Awesome. Yeah. And if you would like
programming
to call in, the number is 254-968-9586. See, Hank, I can get it right the first time. Again, that's 254-968-9586. So call us and tell us how much you love us.
Yeah, thanks.
And next up, we're going to continue our kind of international segment. Just because Hank Jones is here.
Appreciate it.
This is the Bratislava Hot Serenaders. And we have a student or two students from Bratislava.
We sure do. Adriana Yaskova and Vladimir Visnovsky. I've had them on the International Hour. Adriana just graduated. She's back in Slovakia now. But Vladimir's still around, and he wants to come back on the International Hour one day this summer. So
Awesome. I love it. And he can stick around, and he's more than welcome to be a guest on Dust Bowl Ditties.
That's right.
Because we play music from his home country. This is the Bratislava Hot Serenaders doing Lovin' in the Sunlight, Living in the Sunlight, Lovin' in the Moonlight here on KTRL 90.5 FM. That was the Bratislava Hot Serenaders with Living in the Sunlight, Loving in the Moonlight. And I want to thank Hank Jones for being on the show tonight. And I hope everybody enjoyed the show. This is Dust Bowl Ditties with your host, Dusty Fields. And this is your last chance for this evening to call in for the pledge drive to support KTRL, and that number is 254-968-9586. And I'll hang around for a little while and wrap things up. And
it's been a pleasure being on the show, Dusty. I love your show. I want to remind our listeners that this kind of a show with Dusty Fields, Dust Bowl Ditties, where we focus on the historical context of this wonderful music called jazz, 20s, 30s, and 40s. You're not going to hear this anywhere else. You got to support your local public radio to get great original programming like this. And if you like it, call us now, 254-968-9586, because I love what you're doing, and I hope other people out there support. And if you love what we're doing, tell your friends to listen, because they're going to like this stuff too. This is good. This is good stuff.
This is, and I really love doing this, and I hope you enjoy listening. And again, that number is 254-968-9586. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And thanks again, Hank, for joining me tonight.
Hey, my pleasure.
And
thanks for having me, Dusty.
We're going to close things out with Whispering Jack Smith with Little Girl. And do you know why he was whispering?
No, I sure don't.
Because he was in World War I, he was a victim of a poisonous gas attack, and it got in his lungs, so he couldn't sing at full volume, so he had to whisper. But he was very intimate when he was singing and became very popular. And I love this guy. He's wonderful. His name is Whispering Jack Smith, and this is Little Girl. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Dusty.
Thanks, Hank.
See y'all.
First time that I saw you, as you went passing by, I knew my searching days were through. Then I made my mind up that you would soon know why. That's when I started telling you, little girl, you're the one girl for me, little girl. You're as sweet as can be, just a glance at you meant love from the start. And oh, what a thrill.
Julie, if
you're listening, we
want to dedicate this one to you.
Little girl.
Thanks, Dusty.
With your cute little ways, I am yours for the rest of my days. And this great big world will be divine. Little girl, when you're mine, all mine. And I'm just bubbling over. My heart is thrilled with pride to think you're in my arms tonight. I'll be happy always with you right by my side. Each day a new dream of delight. Little girl, you're the one girl for me. Little girl, say you're as sweet as can be. Just a glance at you meant love from the start. And oh, what a thrill came into my heart. Little girl, with your cute little ways, I am yours for the rest of my days. And this great big world will be divine. Little girl, when you're mine, all mine. Little girl, you're the one girl for me, little girl. You're as sweet as can be. Just a glance at you meant love from the start. And oh, what a thrill came into my heart. Little girl, with your cute little ways, say I'm yours for the rest of my days. And this great big world will
Virgo, known as Gamma Virginis or Parima, the name of a Roman goddess of the future. And Parima itself is also 2 points of light, although lately it's been hard to separate them. The star is a binary, 2 stars locked in a